Happy, healthy, holy greetings, everyone. How are you? Praise the Lord. What a wonderful day. I am very happy to see you and to meet you here in this health webinar. What an opportunity we have. Thank you so much, Dr. Lane, and also for the rest of the health team for giving me time to share some informations about family health and fitness. And today's topic is making health and fitness family affair. Human body was designed to move. It functions best when it is regularly physically active. Movement is not an activity we fit into our life. It is the essence of living, characteristic of living being. Nothing is static, and we are always growing. Movement is the foundation of learning and development. Mrs. White said, action is a law of our being. Every organ of the body has its appointed work, upon the performance of which its development and strength depend. The Bible also mentioned about action, the law of action. The Lord God placed our first parent in the Garden of Eden to tend and to watch over it, or to work it, to take care of it. There was an action there. There was an activities there, physical activities for our first parents in the Garden of Eden. Physical activity, as mentioned by World Health Organization, is any bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure for the benefits of a person's health. So, physical activity is simply anything that gets you moving. So, what is exercise? Exercise is a subcategory of physical activity that is planned, structured, repetitive, and aims to improve or maintain one or more components of physical fitness. On the other hand, physical fitness is used in the context of two meanings according to New World Encyclopedia. General fitness, a state of health and well-being, and specific fitness, the ability to perform specific sports or occupational skills. Physical fitness is generally achieved through exercise. So what is fitness and health? Are they the same? Being healthy and being fit are separate states of physical being. A person may be fit and not healthy, and likewise may be healthy and not fit. The best benefits are to get a balance out of both sides, being healthy and also fit. So these are the components of physical fitness. I mentioned this a while ago. There are 10 listed here. The first four, endurance, strength, flexibility, and balance, should be incorporated in your daily exercise. And for stamina, coordination, power, speed, accuracy, agility, those are for athletes to increase their sports performance or sports skills. WHO has recommendation for physical activity. There are three categories of age group. The first group is children and youth aged 5 to 17. For this group, at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous intensity of physical activity daily. And most of the daily physical activity should be aerobic. Vigorous intensity activities should be incorporated, including those that strengthen muscles and bones. And it should be done at least 3 times per week. For the second group, adults age 18 to 64, about our age right now, at least 150 minutes of moderate measured by 3.0 to 5.9 metabolic equivalents, or at least 75 minutes vigorous equals to or greater than 6.0 metabolic equivalents, or combination of moderate and vigorous intensity of aerobic activity for the whole week. And it should be done at least 10 minutes duration. To increase health benefits or physical fitness, increase to 300 minutes of moderate or 150 minutes of vigorous or an equivalent of combination moderate and vigorous intensity activity per week. Additional to it, muscle strengthening workout for major muscles like biceps, triceps, quadriceps, hamstring, core muscles, abdominal muscles, back muscles. And a third age group is older adults, age 65 and above. So the recommendations are the same with those adults group, but they have to add flexibility and balance workout. In my opinion, flexibility and balance workout should be incorporated also in all age group. This is very important for increasing physical fitness as well. There is a question. Does everybody get sufficient daily physical activity as recommended? So actually, this is a problem, a dilemma. Let's see. According to World Health Organization, globally, 23% or 1 in 4 of adults and 81% of adolescents aged 11 to 17 years do not meet the WHO global recommendations on physical activity for health. And this has become a big problem. Problems of physical inactivity or sedentary. And nowadays, physical inactivity become a biggest public health problem of the 21st century. As countries develop economically, levels of inactivity or sedentary increase, owing to the influence of changing patterns of transportation, urbanization, cultural values, and, this is important, the use of technology. Physical activity in humans in general is rapidly declining and looks set to get worse. Inactivity or sedentarian are those who are inactive, is any waking behavior characterized by an energy expenditure less than 1.5 metabolic equivalents. This includes sitting, reclining, or lying posture. In general, This means that anytime a person is sitting or lying down, they are engaging in sedentary behavior. Like us right now, we are facing this gadget or computer here and study. We are engaging sedentary behavior. So, yes, it applies to us as well. Sedentary behaviors can consist of leisure time activities such as screen time, TV, computer, smartphones, or sitting during school or work time. You know that this is a big problem right now, especially now during pandemic. Everybody, every school are now in online activity. Excessive screen time, a disaster. Today's children are growing up with screens at their fingertips. They have never had to live without smartphones, tablets, or the internet. Mobile technology in the hands of children and teens provides convenience, but we are beginning to discover it comes at a cost. According to a 2016 study by Influence Central, 10.3 is now the average of age children receiving their first cell phone. And in 2019, nearly 25% of kids having private access to the internet from their bedrooms, compared with 15% in 2012. So this is just for your information. Instead of playing around the house or doing some more activities, now kids like to play with their gadget, touch screen. I present to you these two countries, and I have reasons why I choose these two countries. Because I am Indonesian and I'm staying in the Philippines. Okay, look at this. For Indonesian kids, 98% of children and adolescents familiar with internet, and 79.5% among them are internet users. 20% of Indonesian children exposed to the internet and digital media as early as their toddler age, around 12 to 36 months old. For the Philippines, the most common age for a child to own a mobile phone was 10 years old, and 85% of all surveyed children use phones to access the internet. The Philippines has the highest proportion of children who use tablets, 76%. A study of more than 6,000 children aged 8 to 13 found that more than one-third of children felt unimportant when their parents used a phone during meals, conversations, and during other family time. Parent screen time, hurting the kids. It will harm the parents and the children, and it will cause continuous partial attention. The most alarming data came from children and teens. While young children are often thought to be the most active, the numbers showed that rates of exercise actually declined during the teen age or teen years. In fact, 19 years old spend as much time being inactive and sedentary as 60 years old. It was definitely a big surprise. Okay, look at this. These are the effects of too much screen time. I just want to be quick here. Obesity, sleep disturbances, bullying, or other behavioral problems, like I mentioned a while ago about this one, continuous partial attention, and academic problems, propensity for violence. These are the effects, the harmful effects of too much screen time. Screen time also can cause potential damage in young, still developing brains. Children's brain can atrophy. Children and adolescents spend an average of 6 to 8 hours per day in school, respectively, in sedentary behaviors, both during and outside of school. How much more right now during this pandemic situation? All school offering online. So they are there in front of the computers a whole day doing their assignments, projects. They are engaging sedentary lifestyle even more right now. Results of several observational studies of children and adolescents aged 4 to 18 years of age, and also for the young adults aged 19 to 21, demonstrate associations between increased time spent in sedentary activities and decreased level of physical activity, adverse lipid profiles, increased level of obesity, and related cardiovascular risk factors, including hypertension and insulin resistance. This is among kids, among adolescents. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention stated that over the past 3 years, obesity in children aged 2 to 5 and adolescents aged 12 to 19 has doubled because of lack of activity and wrong eating habits. There are also several risk factors for low back pain among children and teens. Children who engage in very little physical activity are more likely to have back pain than children who are more active. Low levels of physical activity or inactivity combined with high recreational screen time have been linked to poor mental health of adolescents in developing countries. So, this is why it said the normal action of all the organs gives strength and vigor, while the tendency of disuse or inactivity or sedentary is toward decay and death. So, what shall we do? Be active. This is the key to combat inactivity. Be active family. Many health-conscious people think about ways to stay physically fit as individuals, but what about creating a health and fitness plan for the entire family? Physical activity, including exercise, has health benefits for all ages. For older adults, physical activities and exercise prevents falls and helps to maintain independent living, especially when they are doing flexibility and balance exercise regularly. For children, it increases socialization and self-esteem. And for everyone, it improves cognitions, ward off anxiety and depression, and improves sleep. So how do we start? This is for you parents. Parents, it begins from you. Never neglect your own health and fitness. Things certainly do change when we have children. All of us know this. But when we prioritize our own health and physical fitness, it will be easier for us to find a way to exercise and be physically fit. The reality is that self-neglect is the worst thing you can do for your kids. First of all, if you allow yourself to become a fractured version, you will have less to give your children. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking time for your own health and fitness will magnify your positive impact to your kids. I believe that the greatest gift you can give to your family and world is a healthier you. I think you are familiar with Joyce Meyer, a very famous spiritual speaker. Yes, that's true. Parents should be a good communicator and practice what you preach. Walk the talk. Do not just tell your kids that they need to be healthy and fit. Live a healthy lifestyle yourself. Make time for exercise and for healthy foods as well. Because you cannot separate between physical fitness and food. Healthy food, of course. Jeffrey Tangi, MD, said, physical activity is a medicine. Until your family becomes activated, you may have to schedule active times into your day, like anything else important. Think of activity as your family's medicine. If you had to take a pill each day to keep yourself healthy, you would make it a priority to remember to do so. Fitness takes a few more minutes of the day than swallowing a pill, but it's just as important. So let's take a look at this. Reasons for focusing on health and family fitness. There are 3 here listed. Number 1, it reduces the risk for chronic health conditions. You know this. You can name this. What is the effects of inactivity? So, if you are active, this condition, this disease will be reduced. Number 2, it helps parents serve as good role models. Parents should make personal fitness a priority so that the kids cannot call them out. If parents are physically active, their children more likely to follow the same. If you look at children who begin intense exercise very early in life, for example, children whose parents get them involved in tennis or gymnastics or other sports, this induces a pattern of changes in the way their genes express themselves, which stay with them for many, many years. Scientists have found evidence of exercise-related benefits even earlier in life, passed on by mothers who exercise during pregnancy or even prior to conception. And this will go on to benefit these kids throughout life. Number 3, it is a great opportunity to set family health and fitness habits. Adding physical fitness to a settled daily routine. And families can stay physically fit together by finding activities that everyone in the family can take part in. It does not have to be sports. Just get your family moving without stress, without pressure, without expectations, or anything but getting together to move around and have some fun. Now we come to the planning your family health and fitness program. There are some principles that you need to include in the planning. Number one, set achievable goals. Establish goals that everyone can achieve together. It may not be easy for the first week, but be consistent. It will become a part of your family's routine. Number two, set schedule. Choose times of the day or week when everyone is most likely to stick to the schedule. Start by identifying at least 30 minutes time slots a week for activities like taking a walk, playing sports, or doing active chores. Post it in a place where everybody can easily see, like, for example, refrigerator, the most visited place. Number three, be flexible. When a conflict comes up during family physical activity time, instead of canceling, reschedule it. Find a new time for the activity to replace what was missed. Next, be creative. Everyone in the family may have different kinds of ideas in mind. Gather those ideas and discuss among family members. Select simple but fun activities that everyone can take part in and enjoy. Next, facilitate. Buy sports equipment as gift for the family, for the kids, such as frisbees, balls, jump ropes, hula hoops, trampoline, and other active toys so that they can be motivated to do physical activities. And extend. Share the ideas to relatives, neighbors, and friends. Invite them to join and get moving together. Okay, parents, this is also important. Keep this in mind, please. Never use work or exercise as punishment and offering food as a reward. Instead, say, if you watch too much TV or if you always on the screen, on your gadget, on your phone, on your computer, you will get fat and sick because you lack of movement. Or walking or riding your bike helps makes your legs and heart strong. Next, praising effort, not results. Your child won't be able to ride a two-wheeler or sink a basket on their first attempt. They need time. To fend off frustration, be sure to acknowledge how hard they are trying. So they will be always motivated. Offering positive reinforcement. If your child makes a healthy choice, notice it out loud. When they learned a new skill, record it on video and show it to a whole family. Share positive feelings. Whether it is vigorous workout or a leisurely walk, say that you enjoy being with them and doing physical activities or exercise together. Even though tiresome, but proud of what you accomplished. Shows only positive feeling, not negative feeling, so that they will do it again and again in the future. Okay, these are some activities, family physical activities ideas that you may adopt. Do more walking. Family nights walk. Yes, this is an idea. This will be interesting, especially for the small kids. They love making an adventure. Sometimes they like to play with their flashlight at night in the dark. So this is just an idea. It may be interesting. Incorporate biking or rollerblading into family daily routine as a main transportation. Not cars anymore. Just park your car in your garage and do walking instead or biking. Household core teamwork. This is another idea. Set aside family active work time, such as windows washing, gardening, brushing, mopping, and sweeping together with your kids as a family. Work together as a team. Plan an active outing each weekend and holiday, such as bike ride or walk, kite flying, swimming, or a trip to the track for jogging and family fundraisers. Probably for now, because of this pandemic situation, you cannot freely go outside. Just stay at home and do some activities at home. Just do substitution to this outing. When the pandemic is over, you can do outing together with your family. These are family exercise or workout you may adopt. Incorporate the 4 physical fitness components in your exercise regimen. Number 1 is cardio aerobic or endurance. Like for example, brisk walking, biking, swimming, rhythm calisthenic, jogging, skipping, pedometer challenge. Give your kids also pedometer and challenge them how many steps you can achieve in a day. It will be more interesting if you involve your children also using pedometer. Musical aerobic exercise. This is also very, very interesting to do as a family, like you did last week, Charobic 1 and Charobic 2. That will be very interesting if you do it as a family. You know, exercise with music will increase your motivation and more efficient in calorie burning. You don't realize it. You burn more calorie with exercise with music. You can also visit my YouTube channel. There are some exercise that you may adopt. It's very easy exercise. Like for example, total body walking. Next is muscle strengthening. Jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups, etc. These will strengthen your muscles, especially your major muscles like your biceps, triceps, quadriceps, hamstring, core muscles, back muscles. It will be very, very beneficial for you. Next is flexibility and balance. Stretching. This is very, very important. It can be also included in cooling down session after every aerobic or strengthening exercise. You can do flexibility or balance exercise. Stretching in between study or working period is also very important. Ask your kids to rise from their chairs and do some stretching exercise in between their assignments, in between their projects, to refresh them, to keep their body flexible. As well as you, parents, you are working at home, you are working from home, you also need to stretch. Stretch it out. Stretch your muscles out. My friends, getting into the habits of regular physical activities and exercising as a family will benefit both parents and children. Therefore, parents, As you work toward your own fitness goals, you will set an excellent example for your children of committing to their own physical activity now and for the years to come. So, what are you waiting for? Let's do it. Activate your family right now. In closing, I just want to read a very powerful verse from the Bible. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Well, I hope this will benefit you as you come toward family health and fitness. Thank you so much. God bless you always. Bye and take care.